This is an Eyewitness News special report. Gulf Showdown, the home front.
Good evening. Continuing Channel 3 team coverage from the home front. Many people learned of the war as the first reports came in live during the network newscast tonight. Others learned U.S. planes were attacking Iraq later at the Hartford Civic Center as the news spread through the crowd waiting to watch the whalers.
I think everyone will be somber tonight. I know it's a big crowd tonight, but once they find out, it should be a somber crowd.
Yeah, they don't forget that stuff, you know. Even though they're at sports activities, they still think of that war over there. Let's hope the boys come back home soon anyway.
He's in the 101st Airborne. See? That's that. See?
There you go.
101st.
So you probably, as much as anybody in this building tonight, are thinking about what's going on over there.
Yeah, we have been, and we just want him to come home.
Well, many families of Connecticut reservists tonight are gathering together at a home in East Hartford, where Channel 3's Jim Hanley is monitoring war developments with them tonight. Jim?
Denise, we are still around the TV and probably will be for a while tonight, just as the families here, 34 families, were all last night. We are joined by Ed and Joyce Mull of East Hartford. Their son Michael has been on the front lines in Saudi Arabia since October. They got word at 6:55 tonight when they walked through a friend's door. They got word from their friends. Ed, did the timing of it, that it came this quickly, did it surprise you at all tonight?
Yes, it did. We didn't expect to go to war as quickly as we did. I thought, and many of the people that I've spoken to, thought that it would be at least till the weekend before any moves were made. Total shock. We came through the door and found out that there was a war on.
Is there a sense of relief, though, after the weeks and the months of waiting that you've had, that the wait is over at least?
For myself, yes. My wife is still not sure, but it had to be done. It's not a situation where you can sit and negotiate. The man does not want to negotiate. He's been offered the opportunity numerous times, and he keeps rejecting them. He wants to fight. He wants a war with someone. We're as good as Israel or Russia or anybody else who would be willing to go to war with him.
Joyce, you're not only not sure, you felt tonight's act was a mistake.
I didn't want any part of a war. No war at all. I want my son and everybody else's son and daughter to come home safe.
When you hear the president's speech then tonight, your reaction? He was talking up, he was talking tough, he was talking hopeful, he was praising men just like your son over there tonight. How did it make you feel?
I was very proud of our president. I truly was. I just wish the best for everybody, and I know that in his heart he knows that he's doing right, and I hope he is.
Ed, I saw your hands come together cheering tonight right after the president's speech. There was some pretty tough talk in that speech. How much tougher would you like to see things get over the next few days?
Personally, don't stop until you have finished the job, and the job is to get rid of Saddam Hussein, and I mean that in a termination manner. He's a madman. He's dangerous. He's a threat to humanity. If he wasn't stopped now, God knows what would happen 5 or 10 years down the road. What kind of situations we'd be facing if this man had time enough to develop nuclear weapons or was able to take over more of the Middle East and gain control and get some of his good friends over there who are making nice talk on our side right now. But if he became the power, well, so we go over there now, and old Saddam, he's our buddy. What would we do if we had 3 or 4 madmen with nuclear weapons?
Ed and Joyce Mullen, thank you very much for taking time with us tonight. I might add that they spoke with their son Michael on Sunday. They had talked with him New Year's Day and said that his spirits were down New Year's Day but seemed very up on Sunday. No word whether he gave them any sense of how imminent things were at that point from there. And here we are from East Hartford. We will be back a little later on in the evening with more family stories to tell you. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Channel 3's Jim Hanley. Thank you.
Well, through the course of the night, we will be checking in periodically with Westover Air Force Base and Channel 3's David Ushery. As the continuing departures for Saudi Arabia proceed, now, as of tonight, they have a new dimension now that a war is underway. David, what's the sense of the base there right now?
Okay, Don, we're up here at Westover where activity, of course, is continuing through the night. Just a few moments ago, 3 buses pulled in, and they are carrying about 130 Army reservists out of New Hampshire. They're with a military police company, and they'll be leaving for Saudi Arabia sometime early in the morning. One of them was down here earlier, and we were able to catch up to him, and now that the war's underway, he's definitely psyched to go.
It's about time, actually. You know, we've been playing around with this guy. He's been playing with us since this all started, thinking that we were, you know, just playing word games with him, and now he got burned.
All right, now, definitely the base went to a higher threat con level, which is a threat condition level, and that's a higher state of security, of course, because of anti-terrorist moves. It did that much before the invasion actually occurred. But there will be troop movement throughout the night, and we're standing here now with Warrant Officer Wayne Newman, who is actually a Marine. And you tell me, you've been over there before, and you're going back. Tell us your situation briefly.
Well, I came home to get surgery on my knee, and I had to beg the doctors to let me go back over.
Okay, you wanted to go, and now, of course, war is underway. Has your feelings changed at all?
Not at all. I'm even more anxious to get back over there.
Okay, all right. Well, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so definite troop movement throughout the night, and we'll be here with it. Back to you, Don and Denise.
Well, certainly, David, you were out there last night. We saw 5,000 protesters out there. 78 or so of them were arrested. What's the outlook for protests now, in a word or two?
Definitely will be limited protest activity. Chicopee Police said they'll arrest anybody around the perimeter, so I don't expect too much tonight.
All right. To remember what David said last night, there are 2 things that could stop those protesters, peace or police. And it was the police.
Well, we'll be checking in periodically with more from the home front on a special edition of Eyewitness News Night Beat at 11.
We'll see you then with Channel 3 team coverage, live reports from around southern New England and from Washington. Join us tonight, special edition of Eyewitness News, 11 o'clock.